the fallacy of life is what you recognize grows. Look at your own personal life, look at your professional life. As a professional in advertising industry and in marketing and branding, I feel that we don't recognize research as much. We don't recognize the power of insight, the transformational nature of insights, of discovery of what consumers are doing. And I feel this award, it's so critical. I wish there were more awards, more frequently recognized people who came from this industry, who are doing such a great service to building brands, building value for organizations. And that's why, to me, this award is critically important. The winning cases are reinforcement of what builds transformation in business. Winning cases are reinforcement and markers of how can you create growth, how can you expand a category. And to me, that's why this is very critical and important. I wish we had more of these. We are so delighted to have gone through these cases. And one of the most important thing about these cases, where all of them are trying to find something new. So much has changed in our life, so much changed in our culture, in the way we consume things. And what we found very, very delightful is that all the winning cases had one simple streak. They were trying to look at the customer journey from a completely new vantage. And that's very important for building brands. And we were delighted to have many more entries who were trying to achieve that. But these three entries which were in the winning list certainly kind of pushed the boundary to look at other new ways the identities are being shaped, other new ways sense of self is being defined. How are people trying to look at benefits from the brands? I think there was a new question which are coming up, right? Like for a million years, we have been living in a certain way, but the drastic changes in the last one decade, and I would say dog years changes during pandemic, those have to be accounted for. And I thought that between jury members, we felt these three cases, which are in the winning list, really had that particular character to it. I feel that we are the cusp of change. We as an industry, we have a responsibility to define things, to lead new torchlight on things which have not been shown so far, the unidentifiable, the unseen, the unvoiced. And I think research is a fundamental responsibility between all the stakeholders, the marketeer, the advertising agency, the consultants, but the research guys, I would say they are almost the alchemists. Alchemy of insight, alchemy of behavior, alchemy of motivation. And I feel if industry has to go forward, we must look for how we are changing as a human being, how we are trying to consume things in a new way. We must remember that family, the idea of families are changing in our own society, right? So while we are years old civilization, the family as an institution is quite new because we are changing in the way we never thought about, right? So if industry has to look at research in a new way, there are one fundamental shift we need to make. Instead of being just keepers of the category, because I feel that research for long has been keepers of the category. What makes a category? What are the category drivers? How are people consuming the category? The uses and attitude of the keeping, But I feel the future will be not shaped by keeping the category. The future will be shaped by actually shaping the category. And that one clear difference between winning cases and those who are trying to win is the marker for me, And I would love many more of us trying to actually shape the category to the future, towards new ways consumers are moving, versus just keeping the UNA of the category. I feel that people behind this award must be recognized, not just the winning cases, because I feel there are champions of research, the champions of consumer insight. And for me, the entire organization of MRSI and the jury which came together, when you take a time from your daily routine, which is not your job, which is not your responsibility, I feel you do it because you really love doing that. To me, this entire organization and jury members who came towards to make this happen, to go through the entry, to debate it out, at times fight it on each other's collars, because we all come from different perspectives and schools. To me, I think this wouldn't have been possible without these champions, without the lovers of what we do and why we do it, So my really, really gratitude and thanks to the body, thanks to the jury members and everyone who came together, despite our busy schedules, despite ups and downs of our businesses, to make this happen. Thanks a lot.